My name is Justus Ngari Karemi. Happily married, of one wife, and I work at Kisi University as admin assistant. I'm in charge of the alumni liaison. I'm also doing part-time lecturing there, and also a national political analyst. Yeah, and I'm married to Grace Wanjiro. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace Wanjiro, married to Justus Ngari. Myself, I work at Upper Hill in a company called Prudential Marketing Sector, and I'm still a student at Kisii University, Nairobi campus, doing my BCom.
We have been together for this 5th year. We met like 4 years ago. We are starting our 5th year.
We met in a Matatu, where we boarded the same Matatu. Personally I was coming to Kikuyu town, and he was coming to Kino. So we sat at the same chair. That's how we started this journey. He borrowed my number, and I gave him.
I was coming from work, but I was not even going home. I was just making some rounds in town. But now, when I passed through the stage, I found a beautiful lady. I've never seen such a beautiful person ever in my life, seated in the driver's seat. So I decided also I should go home. So we went all over. My brain cell 1 tells me, say hi. Brain cell 2 ask for the number. Mdomo, hii barabara iko na bump mingi. So you see that exchange of mind, brain cells asking and such like things. So up to reach to Westerns, ukipata jam kubwa, mwambia hii barabara siku hizi inasumbua sana. Just to create a rapport. Then I gathered courage as we are approaching Kangemi. Those who know this route very well. You see, Kangemi and Keno, they are not very far, because I still stay at Keno where I was staying. So I asked her what she was doing. She told me she was still doing her working at somewhere in city council, which was not a permanent job. So I came out very strongly and I told her I am very good in CV writing and even helping people hunt for jobs. So if at all you want such an assistant, I knew most of the youth in the country usually they are in that area. I tabled my case very well as a very, very professional person who has helped very many youths get jobs. And when I was alighting, I asked her if she could give me her number. Luckily, I gave her my phone. She put the number. I called. The number went through her phone. I knew, yes, the whole thing had worked. From that time now, we started talking a little bit. But now she blocked me. I have never forgiven her for that. Maybe I forgive her today. In this TV show.
I forgot to block him on WhatsApp. So he used to see my status, and he used to comment once in a while. Sometimes I'm a bit bitter. Sometimes I'm soft.
From that time now, that's when we started now talking. I started now knowing more about her. But what I loved about her so much is she was very godly.
So there is this time, the first time. No, I was in Nazarene doing my administration, business administration diploma.
Wait for it.
So I used to work during the day. I go to school in the evening. So he used to text me when I'm in class, what time are you going home? So I used to tell him at 8. Sometimes I will tell him at 8, and then natoka class 7. Naenda nyumbani. Then he's left in Nairobi waiting for me.
I knew. Tell them I was
It's
driving.
okay.
Tell them I was driving.
So in my heart, I was so scared that this person, I never knew him very well. We met in a matatu. And back then I have been hurt. I still wanted some time with myself so that nisilete makasiriko kwake. So after like a week ndio nilitikia tuendanishe na yeye nyumbani. Sasa alinigojea at around 7:30. Ndio alinigojea. In fact hakuwa job, alinigojea kwa ofisi.
Sio hiyo tu peke yake.
Not even once. So many times. Na kunanyesha, hakuna matatu. So I told myself, why don't I give him a chance? So before even nipande gari, I called my mom. I had to tell her where I am and what I'm doing, so that if anything happens, she knows I'm with this guy and he's dropping me home. So nikampata hapo just opposite Hilton Hotel. Akasimamisha gari. I never knew he had a car. Akasimamisha gari, akafanya traffic huko. And then he's very romantic. Akatoka kwa gari akakuja kunifungulia. Sorry.
Nikwambia gari.
Ni gari ilikuwa chafu.
Sasa nilikuwa na kublock. Sione gari, lakini ni romantic.
Yeah. And then something funny with him. Kutoka Nairobi mpaka Kikuyu, it took him almost 2 hours. Anakuja na speed ya 30 kilometers per hour and I'm like, why? What is wrong with this guy?
Hey, the first ride, Nowadays, still that.
Nowadays. Naendea kwa speed ya 135.
Na serikali.
For this guy.
Over the years I've lived, thank God sijakuwa na zigzaga mingi ama scandals za maisha, because I knew the Bible says it is, and God saw it is not good for a man to stay alone. So for me, I knew God is one who is going to see it is not good for me to stay alone. So I was waiting for that time that God will see. So when now came a time and I told God, now is it God, like you're not seeing, can I start seeing for myself? Then now God came in and God is faithful, because first of all, meeting her was not a coincidence. It was not an accident. It's something which was planned over the years, and knowing her and her giving me her number, you see, for like a period of almost 9 months, we never talked anything, because until when I started seeing her those encouraging messages, which now brought me home. So first of all, the first thing I noticed of this lady is that sikuwa nimekutana na any other beautiful person in my life. This was the first one. Apart from that, she is also very sincere, having also shared her maybe the past, her experiences and what she has done. We can say she is a fighter. She is a girl who, if she wants something, she will have to get it. And then also she is very presentable in terms of someone who not only the outward look. Even when you take her somewhere, people always appreciate because of her good heart. And even strangers, they always call her my daughter. So you find an elderly woman, you just met that day, she doesn't know you, and then she starts calling her, you are my daughter. So such like things. So very sincere lady, and also very many gifts. She has been gifting me right and center, which is a good thing for a lady. Ladies, gift your men, left, right and center. If I look around, maybe I can see something like this is my girl who bought it for me.
What I can say about him, what I liked first is that he's God-fearing. Ndio maana alinikatia na church. Hakunikatia na kitu kingine. Aliniambia naendanga kanisa. So that was the first step I knew. this is the man. Also, he's a go-getter. He never wanted to waste time, because for the short time, from the time he started dropping me home, it only took like 2 days to say I love you.
Sasa umechoma. Wachoma sana.
He cannot. He will not even dare want to miss.
Wazazi nyumbani wewe.
No, he's a good man.
My
Very dedicated. Very dedicated. Even before that weekend, on Tuesday I was told I love you. On Friday I was invited to his home for his parents to see me. I was so shocked. This had never done happen in my life. So I was.
Are you sure of the dates?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
They through, eh? Maybe they wanted to ask you. They needed to see evidence.
The next day, my photo is in his wallpaper.
Oh, for the phone, eh?
Yeah, you remember.
This really has a memory. You're remembering everything.
So I really thank God for even, this is a gift I was given by God.
So our journey towards marriage started by me taking her to my parents and seeing how they would react. Because you see, the parents are the second God. So if you take her and they are like, hey, my brother, oh, our son, what is wrong with you in Nairobi? What is happening to you? So you realize that. And even her, she would go and see, hey, are these your parents? Me, I've never seen like these ones. So it's a two-way. She appreciates my parents, and my parents appreciate her. And because it's me introducing them, I have to introduce my parents to her in a way that they will also feel good as we introduce my parents, her to my parents. Yeah. So that happened with last year. No, that was a very short time after you met.
Like, I told you.
Three weeks, like the third week, I took her home because I wanted to own her, to show her I'm serious. I'm a serious man.
Yeah.
I know of ladies who have been married and they have never gone to where their husbands have been.
True.
Where their husband's parents resides. So after that one happened now, she became a frequent visitor. I think she liked our home. Because she has really visited many times. And luckily enough, God is faithful. By December 7th, we went back again. We paid the dowry, and after paying the dowry and a very good event which can give you some clips. So after paying the dowry, we now started now planning for the wedding. Wedding first of all was supposed to be on the 25th of April, and our wedding was our wedding. So look at us and know the kind of wedding which is we can call our. So it was a very big event of 2,500 people. We had already paid our reception at Alliance Boys High School. We had already talked with the Vicar and ACK Emmanuel Kikuyu, where the lady was supposed to walk down the aisle, and we had service providers for food, for everything was set in place, and what was remaining is just a showing off, just people coming. we had planned everything, and when the COVID issue came, it came first of all, started hitting after we did after the parents came to Kirinyaga. And the good thing with us, we've never lost hope. We hoped that before the 25th, everything would have stabilized and our wedding will go as planned. But now, even today, the gap is still widening. Even as we watch this show, every day, like now, we were hoping the curfew will end and people will go to normalcy, whereby you are told to wear your mask. I don't have a mask. Anyway, so we had that hope. We had started the process with the register of marriage, whereby you need to take your IDs. They need to search whether she has ever been married. Even me, they need to conduct a search to see whether I have kids or I've ever been married. So we had started those processes, and they were heading to conclusion. But before, we were supposed to get the clearance to take to the vicar on a certain Friday. But now on that Monday, that's when the government closed the same week, all the offices. So we are here, we have planned the wedding, we have done everything, we have even paid deposit with service providers, and some we have already cleared everything. But surprisingly now, when we went to look for the clearance, the offices are locked. We prayed, we prayed. Most of the, even in the morning we prayed. So we told God, if you want us to do this wedding, if our wedding was supposed to be done during the corona period, give us the clearance. If it was not supposed to be done now, let us never have this document. That morning we prayed, we got that memo from the registrar, and we were called, we went, we took the clearance. So I came to her, I told her, now the paper is here. Are we going to do the wedding? Hey? Ladies with big weddings, you cannot separate them.
No.
Now she refused. I told her, now why were we praying first of all? We prayed God to help us, we get this clearance, we do the wedding. For me, I was comfortable. I was ready to forfeit the big wedding because me, I did not pray for a big wedding. I was praying for a wife. The wife is here, the vicar is here, and everything is set.
The certificate is here.
So the certificate is here. So what are we waiting for? But now for ladies, they want to have many witnesses because it's a day that they long for. So after that, now I had to convince, then go back to the drawing board. Start now convincing her. Sometimes I'm talking to her and I see the eyes are, she's almost even crying.
No.
Crying. Yeah, don't say no. I have videos. Don't forget, like, I am good in cameras. You see them. So now I convinced her like 3-4 days of convincing her. Not even talking to parents, to vicar. And luckily enough now I told her, do you want to get married to me? Do you want us to be staying together? Yes. Do you want to we do the wedding later? Yes. But you want us to stay together? So she said, I told her now, for us to stay together, we just have to go through church. There's no way that we can stay together without because me, I'm a church elder, and so like things. And now she also had a feeling of wanting to stay with me anyway. Ambie ukweli. And now he said we not blame the corona, and she agreed because she knew that is the only way, and I was very, very clear on that because most of them what they are doing now, they are staying together so that after corona they do the wedding. So she agreed, and I told her to be happy because this is our day, and it is not some people, any other couple's day, it is our day. So we started now planning together. I talked to her parents, they agreed. Talked to my parents, they agreed. And now here we are. 9 came and it passed.
Yeah.
Corona, you also come and go.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's how now we came up and we did our wedding. What we forfeit most is our happiness for the day, for the sake of the safety of our friends, of our family and friends. Because now you can imagine us having such a wedding, and then everybody in that wedding, 2,500 people are quarantined. Where even Bagadi is full. Where would they be quarantined? So we denied ourselves the happiness and the big day for the safety of our family and friends. And when I was looking at other people sanitizing, we were wearing masks in the wedding. So we had even social distance. Apart from the place the Vika told us, now you can be able to come closer to one another because from now we cannot separate you. So there's such a part, the Vika said like that.
Yeah.
One of the things that stood out in our wedding was the guests who attended, whereby we printed their photos and we put them on the seat. And most of the people are very excited because they have seen their pictures, so they feel they felt they are part of the wedding. And this lady who worked with the photographer to make that happen.
Tumefikishwa hapa juu ya Mungu. We really pray and we thank God for that. Pia tumefundishwa tumefundishwa na hii mambo ya corona kupendana, sababu tusipopendana saa hii hata huyo anaweza niambukiza hii virus baby. So I have to remind him every time to sanitize.
Yes.
We be as clean as possible. Also God ametuonyesha grace in this small family. Tumeona wonders, miracles. We really thank him. Even our sisters, we have learned they are there. Kuna sister anaitwa Christine, God bless you. She was there from day one. Afadhali hivyo ulifungiwa hii side ya Nairobi. Manzi umetusaidia sana. We really thank her.
So, my queen, I love you so much, and you are an answer to my prayer. You are my answered prayer. And I told God, I don't want a prayer item. I want the answer to my prayer, and God is faithful. God gave me you to love and to cherish, and I will love you so much, for better or worse. I pray that God will give us long life. We see our children
Amen.
go together, and that this face will never get wrinkles because of stress. That your face will remain like it is, beautiful, soft, sweet, sound, and also that God will use you to touch many lives. And I'm here to support you. You will go miles. If you get to the sun, I will be at the moon. I don't want to go to the sun. I will get lost there. So you rise to the sun, as I'm also at the moon, so that when you shine, I can be able to reflect you. And when I shine also, you reflect me.
My dear hubby, my bae. You're the best thing that God gave me.
Oh.
You're also my answered prayer.
Yes.
You have been a very great motivation to me. You've been there, and I thank God. Thank you for being there. Thank you so much, even for your honesty and standing with me all the way till now that I am your wife. I'm very proud. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, give me a hug. Thank you. Oh, that is so sweet. Why don't you tell me like that every day? Like when I get home, you start saying, I'm the answer to the prayer.
Yeah.